up, everyone? My name is Dora. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to pipe realistic bubble bath flowers from bubble bath frosting. This recipe does not contain sugar. So many people have asked me for this exact recipe, and now I have the perfect recipe and it's completely free. Use this recipe to make gorgeous flowers, regular frosting, and more. It behaves like gum paste and frosting at the same time. I've successfully made this recipe with just 3 things: baking soda, a powder surfactant, and a liquid surfactant. So this is all you really need, but I'm giving you the recipe that has worked the best so far. Please read the description for the recipe, substitutions, tips, and the supply list. In the beginning, I used 5 times as much SLSa, but it's expensive and I was running out during testing, so I decreased it and never increased it once I got the perfect formula. To add more, simply decrease baking soda for the same amount that you add. In my experience, solid bubble bath discolors the worst, so I added a vanilla stabilizer. And I also added a preservative because I'm using colorants that contain water. Whip on low and add the wet ingredients slowly. Whip on high for a few minutes. Scrape the bowl, then whip once more. The frosting should be very thick and have stiff peaks, but it should also be soft and wet enough to be piped. First, before anything else, test that the dough has the correct piping consistency. If you have issues, please read the description. Divide and add color. I'm adding liquid colorant. To learn how to make it, click the icon. I wanted pastel colors, and 1 drop is too much for a small amount of frosting. To control the color, add 1 drop to a bit of frosting, mix it, then gradually add it. Or add a drop to a cup, get just a bit, and gradually add it. I'm going to show you how to pipe all 5 flowers. Pipe the base, make it as tall as you want. The first petal is a circle shape. Add the first row of petals all the way around. The tip should be pointing down. Pipe each petal in a rainbow shape. Start low, go up, then down. Pipe each row just below the previous one so that the previous petals peek from behind. And I think you should know, I piped a few buttercream flowers one time about 15 years ago with my mom, and that was it. So if I can do it, you can too. Start angling the tip more up as you pipe the outer petals. Continue piping petals until you're satisfied and you feel that the flower is finished. For a very open and fully bloomed rose, hold the tip back, pointing upwards to the ceiling and tilted. For a closed flower, hold the tip angled down. The angle will change slightly as you work your way out, but keep it angled down as much as you can. For the peony, add yellow stamens to the top of the base. Start with the tip angled down. Then gradually add petals that open up. As you work your way out, angle the tip upwards and make the petals longer with each row. To make flower bunches, pipe frosting into a mound shape. Cover the mound with small flowers. Press the tip into the frosting, squeeze, then lift up. Then add flowers in between gaps. Last, add a small dot in the center. To make leaves, squeeze the bag in place so the leaf is wider and thicker at the top. Push back and forth, then pull away. Use the tip to push split ends together. The flowers will eventually dry, but it'll take a few weeks, maybe a month. I made this one about 3 or 4 days ago. The top of the petals are very dry and brittle, but the bottom and center are still very moist and soft. The flowers are fragile, so I recommend a box. Choose one with a window to display your gorgeous flowers. The outer petals were dry and crumbled well, but the center was still very moist and mushy. In this situation, a loofah is easiest. Smush the flower and work it into the loofah. Then hold it under running water and let the loofah do all the work. The flowers didn't produce a whole lot of bubbles, but that really wasn't the goal. But this is a very easy fix. Simply add more SLSa or a different powder surfactant for more bubbles.